Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful kings and queens and viewers of the World Wide Web. This is Tune 215, and today we're going to be covering the 9th worst neighborhood in Philadelphia, PA, based off of 2020 crime statistics. There was a list that was compiled, and Frankfurt made number 9. Right now, we're close to northeast Philadelphia. Frankfurt is in the northeastern part of Philadelphia. On my left-hand side, we have a playground. We got some kids playing. We got a younger gentleman right here. Oh, the kid just ran into the street without even waiting. It is currently 5 minutes to 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, you know, sundown is like 2 hours away. So you're gonna see a little bit of activity. You're gonna see a few people walking around. We have the 4300 block of Penn Street to my left, the 4200 to my right. We're at Penn and Ron Street. Now, not Ron, but like Ron, like Juan, but Ron, R-U-A-N. We're passing the 4200 block of Griskam Street to my right-hand side. Griskam is also on my left-hand side. It continued. Now we're passing the 4200 block of Romaine Street. We're now approaching Frankfurt Avenue. Up top, those blue tracks, many people confuse them for a bridge. It's not a bridge. To my knowledge, a bridge connects two cities, states, things like that. That's just railroad tracks, like train tracks. That's where our train runs on. It's called the Market Frankfurt line. Our blue line train runs above ground. So it's an above ground train track. We got the 1600 block of Ron to my right hand side. We got Emma Multi-Services. We got a pizzeria. We got a laundromat on my right. We got Olympic Cleaners on my left. We got Donnie Montano Insurance Company. We got a Chinese store on my right. We're gonna make this left-hand turn on Church and Frankfurt Ave. In the middle, holding up their beams, you'll see a Welcome to Frankfurt sign. It's in orange. I know I turned, but just giving you guys a heads up in case you wanted to pause, freeze frame, and zoom in. We're in a residential community. Under the L is usually businesses, you know, business fronts and whatnot. Occasionally there'll be some apartments or apartments on top. Look, on my left-hand side, there was a building for sale. 1532 is for sale. We're on Church. We're at Church and Griskam. Yeah, we're at Church and Griskam. On my right-hand side, we got what's that? Joachim R.C. Church. On my left-hand side, we have PNC Deli Neighborhood. It's like a breakfast spot, steaks, food, and more. We're at Penn and Church Street. I could have made a right, but I'm just gonna go straight. We'll probably take it to like Wissinoming, maybe, and then make a right. This is a downhill. We're doing 18 miles an hour, but I really have to brake if I want to go slower. We're on Church Street and Leaper, at the intersection of Church and Leaper. We got Joseph Denny Playground on my left-hand side, 4300 block of Leaper on my right-hand side. On my left-hand side was no outlet. That was the playground. These houses right here, it's a mixture of homes. As you can see, stucco, vinyl siding. You see a couple bricks. Do you mind if I stop? Go over me. Incredible. I was making a complete stop and they beeped extremely rough and loud. Passing factory. I put my arms up. I said, go over me. I was making my complete stop. I don't think he wanted to make his. Sometimes, as petty as that may seem, we're passing Pilling Street. My mom actually used to live on this block. Sometimes something as simple as beeping the horn at someone can cause an altercation. Now, I'm more passive and lenient when it comes to people beeping the horn at me, but some people don't play. They'll jump out the car, and if you got something to say, they'll handle it. Worst case scenario, they'll pull out a gun, and somebody will end up dead. We're at Wissinoming and Adams Ave. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn on Wissinoming. I actually had a good friend from high school live at that house right there on my left-hand side, that corner building. Yeah, I slept over there a few times. We got a dirt bike right there on my left-hand side. Bedrock Family Roofing on my left, and there's like a little deli right here. Let me see. Yeah, DJ's Deli. I'm gonna make a right-hand turn on Unity Street. I'm not sure how much Unity is in this neighborhood. We got 911 Hookah Lounge on my right-hand side. I'm gonna travel up Unity, the 1300 block. Personally, I like to make complete stops, passing Joe Fisher Roofing and Sons on my right. We got B&G Optics. We got Unity Hall on my left-hand side. It looks like there's probably some type of event going on. They have balloons. There's some people outside. We're at Elizabeth Street and Unity. Now, the sun's about to go down soon, so it's behind me. On the vehicle on my right-hand side says tow to other lot, abandoned. What? Yeah, so the sun is behind me, meaning if I drive, right now we're traveling eastbound. If I drive westbound, which is behind me, on my right is southbound, on my left is northbound. We're at Leaper and Unity. We got a grocery store on my right-hand side. If I travel westbound, which is behind me, we'll see the sun, and I'm trying to avoid that. Check out this little hatchback Civic right here, 1988 through 1991 body. We got Hudo Performance on my left-hand side, complete auto repair. We're at Unity and Penn Street. Got an Acura right there on Lincoln wheels. See those wheels? Those come off of a Lincoln stock rims. We got a nice little classic right here on my left-hand side, a 280 ZX Turbo. We're at Griskam and Unity. We're now approaching Frankfurt Ave. Now I can cross over here and then zigzag and just keep having Frankfurt Ave as the midpoint. This is the Frankfurt neighborhood, so Frankfurt Ave runs through the Frankfurt neighborhood. We got some youngsters on bicycles, bike life kids on SE bikes. This half would be like the west half of Frankfurt. That half over there is the east half of Frankfurt. So we'll periodically just keep crossing the L, and I'm gonna use the L as the center point, just to let y'all know. We got Iglesia de Pentecostal. It's a church right there on my left-hand side. You see this blue sign on my right-hand side? It's spray painted on. That's actually one of those Welcome to Frankfurt signs. They tagged up on it. We got a restaurant on my left-hand side. Looks like closed down from many years ago. Cocktails or whatnot. Now the weather today, even though it looks sunny, it's still a little chilly out. It's not full lukewarm weather yet. Some people still outside in sweaters and jackets. Some people outside in t-shirts, depending on your tolerance when it comes to the weather. We're at Unity and Paul. We got Mizpah Seventh-day Adventist Church on my right-hand side. We got a school on my left-hand side. Stern Bulldogs, Highland M. Stern. That's the name of the school, made in 1966. I could have went right, but let's make this left on Hedge Street. Let's turn left on Hedge. And we can go deeper to the right, because the Frankfurt neighborhood is pretty big, but I'm gonna try to focus on one little area. Yeah, this neighborhood has a lot of mismatched houses. It's not that uniform. Like some neighborhoods in Philly, they're really uniform. This neighborhood has a variety of facades, different shapes, different sizes, connected, non-connected. Let's make this left right here. We're on Kinsley and Hedge. We just turned off a Hedge. Now we're on Kinsley. We got a lot on my left-hand side. It looks like somebody parked 2-3 dozen vehicles there. There's probably this automotive shop right here. It looks like an auto body shop. They probably parked all those cars in that lot since it was conveniently placed next to them. Unless they own it, they'll eventually get told to move all those vehicles out of the way. All right, Kinsley and Paul, and we're at Paul and what's this, Sellers Street? Let's keep on going straight through Sellers. Now I did a tour under the L before. Just letting y'all know that I did do under the L from top to bottom on several occasions. We're gonna take this right here. There's two older folks right there sitting on the ground. You see them with like beer. Yeah, so I did this top to bottom on several occasions. So if you guys want to look at under the L, I'm not gonna probably focus too much on under the L today because I did that and it'll be a little redundant, especially for me. You know, you just gotta look through my page. We're at Griskam and Cellar Street. We have a school on my right hand side that was made at 1909. Feel free to name that school, kind of like name that Pokemon, but name that school. That's why I leave the comment section open so you guys, the viewer, can engage with other viewers across the World Wide Web. We have JV Deli Market on my left hand side. We're at Penn Street and Sellers. If you have any knowledge, any memories, any story, any history from this neighborhood, feel free to comment in the comment section. Somebody else from the other side of the globe might read the comment and chime in. The house for sale on my right hand side, 1407 is for sale. 1407 Sellers. All right, we're gonna cross over. We're passing Leaper. So if you look on my left, we got porches. On my right, we got a mixture of stucco, of cement, of brick, of vinyl. On my left, vinyl, brick, 2-story, 3-story, porch, no porch, closed porch, open porch. Passing Elizabeth. Passing Wingahaken. We're passing Elizabeth. We're passing a one way on my right. I can keep on going straight. It'll take us to, they got this like church worship hall over here. Oh wow, look at this little, what's this, a nice Impala? Yeah, classic. SS. Wow, SS Impala. The paint's in poor shape, but it's a coupe. People like coupes. I personally like a 4-door. But I know when it comes to value, the coupes tend to sell for a little bit more. I'm not a big fan of coupes. I like the extra doors, you know, more doors for more whores. I mean, more doors, you know, for like more family and friends. Let's make this right here on Sellers in Oakland. That was a sticker, guys. I didn't make that up. There's a sticker that people put on their vehicle that say 4 doors for more whores. But yeah. We just passed Gillingham. I'm not gonna go up there because that's a no outlet. Like, you can't go up, it's one way. We're Orthodox. I can go straight, I can go right. Straight looks like there's some activity. I'm gonna go right just so we can continue with the zigzag. Now the thing with some of these neighborhoods is people say, Chun, but how is this neighborhood dangerous? It looks beautiful. I wouldn't mind living there. Looks may be deceiving. Passing the 75 bus stop and the 89 bus stop, we got Overington Park on my left hand side, established in 1953. The problem with dangerous neighborhoods is you're not gonna see tons and tons of people just hanging outside. If it's a dangerous neighborhood, people are trying to stay away from danger. So they'll usually stay on their porches, in their backyards, maybe on their steps. You understand? Usually the more friendlier neighborhoods, people outside hanging out, you know? And that's not always the case, but 9 times out of 10, we got Word of Faith Church on my right at Leaper Orthodox. We got apartments on my left-hand side, the Rose Ellis Apartments. We got a nice bobber right here. Look at this bobber motorcycle on my left-hand side. It's purple. Wow, I wonder if he wants to sell it. Sell it to me so I could be Bobber Tune. All right, we're crossing over the 1500 block of Orthodox. We got Frankfurt Friends School on my right-hand side. Now, I believe Frankfurt was a very prominent, prestigious neighborhood at one point or time in the earlier day. We're at Orthodox and Griskam Street. One of my viewers from a previous Frankfurt tour I did mentioned something about, we're passing Mayor and Son Incorporated. It's a real estate agency. They said something about these houses. There will be a clause in the deed that said that you cannot sell the house to a minority. So if you were, you know, of Latino or African American descent, they didn't want to sell the house to you. Passing J Street. We're passing the 4600 block of Frankfurt. Yeah, that's a shame, but I guess those were tough times. We got, look at some little Groms on my right hand side. Little Honda Groms. I mean, not Groms. Yeah, that's a Grom. Definitely is a Grom. Paul and Orthodox. Re-elect Maria Quinones Sanchez for City Council 7th District. Ha! I know who that woman is. Like, literally, I know who she is. Oh, man. passing the 4600 block of Leisure. Let's just say that I attended a community meeting. I compiled some footage from that community meeting. I created a little edit. Passing Head Street, the prayer room on my right hand side. I created an edit. I put the edit on the World Wide Web, and she didn't like the edit. But the edit was pretty much everything that she said. Passing Worrell Court, and now we're passing Hawthorne Street. Yeah, the edit was pretty much everything that she said, but she didn't like how I compiled it. You know, I just cut out the nonsense that was in between the edit. Like the riffraff, the talking. I got straight to the point, passing Mulberry and Orthodox. She contacted the executive. We got DNR, Food Market on my left. She contacted the executive director of the organization at the time that I was employed with and explained to them that the video should be removed because it was something of the nature of being a defamation of character, which it really wasn't. I just edited to the stuff you said. We got Orthodox and Tacawana. I'm gonna keep going straight because we can't make a left. I could have went right. This is all still the Frankfurt neighborhood, but I'm just gonna cut left soon so we can keep the zigzag motion going. We got a nice Mazda RX-7 on my right hand side. Woo! That's the one I had. The GSL SE. Woo! That's what I learned how to drive stick it right there. And it's rare. The GSL SE was a rare trim. Not everybody had that. That was like the top of the line trim. And that's that right there. You know, I don't see those often. I always see GS or GSL, or I always see the like the base models. But I don't ever see the GSL SE. They used to call it the 5. Let's make this left-hand turn on the 1900 block of Plum. Yeah, the 5. You know, short for, because they have 5 letters. You know, GSL SE. If you count those letters, that's 5 letters. So it had a nickname of the 5. And it most times came with the 13B, which was a stronger motor. Most RX-7s came with the 12A. Everybody wanted the 13B. That was highly sought after. We're on Plum Street in Tacawana. Greater Bethel Temple on my left-hand side. Yeah, so there was also, we're passing the 4600 block of Cloud Street. There was also a murderer in this neighborhood called the Frankfurt Slasher. There was 7 females killed in the 80s. He admitted to, I think, like 6 of them. I think 6 of those murders went under him. Was it 6? I think so. I believe so. You can Google it if you want to learn more information about the Frankfurt Slasher. I'm sure there's documentaries about that story on YouTube. But yeah. And was it 1, 2, or 3? I think he didn't take the fall for all of them. Plum. We're at Plum and Hawthorne. Look at the guy on my right hand side has an RC car. He stopped his RC car at the corner, I guess, you know, so nobody runs it over. Yeah, but yep. This is the neighborhood of the Frankfurt Slasher. To my knowledge, I think he did take most of the murders, but there was some that went unaccounted for. And who knows, you know, if he easily and willingly confessed to some of the murders, who knows how many more people in his lifetime that he executed. You know what I mean? Look, we got a little group of youngsters right here wheeling their pedal bikes. Go ahead, give us some footage, kids. Give us some footage. Papa Willie, Papa Willie. Alright, I'm gonna go straight because unfortunately I want to go right, but I can't go right, so I'm gonna just go straight. And we'll go right and then make another right and then make a left. Sounds confusing, but car parts right here, they spelled it K-A-R-R. Gillingham and Head Street. K-A-R-R instead of C-A-R. Yeah, if you come around here probably like the wrong time of night, you know, and if you look vulnerable, let's make this right, on Kinsley, you might get jammed up. Jammed up is a reference for robbed. You know, you might get in a sticky situation where they jump out and rob you. It's not every day. It's not gonna happen every day of the week you're gonna get robbed. It's not gonna be everybody you see that's gonna rob you. But you might, you know, fall victim that one time out of the month where somebody is, you know, hungry per se, financially, and you know, and like I said, they all pick the right ones. They don't go and rob everyone. It sucks, but that's the sad reality to it. We're gonna make this right. Can we? Yeah, we can make this right. This is Paul Street. Let's make this right on Paul. We got Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning on my left-hand side. There's fights. There's like fights around here. Not too long ago, a couple months ago, they shot at the Septibus. I covered that video before. I did a little 15-minute walk clip, a little walking tour of Under the L. We're on Paul and Orthodox. We got Spin a Life of Possibilities on my left-hand side. Visit www.spininc.org. On my right-hand side, we got Meek Treats. Are you pudding me? Instead of are you kidding me? They have seafood salad, milkshakes, pizza pretzels, seafood. It's a bunch of other stuff. Food, pretty much. But it said, are you pudding me? Instead of are you kidding me? It's are you pudding me? Look at these houses on my right-hand side. These are relatively new homes. They were probably made within the last 20 years. Goes to show you that, you know, they try to revitalize communities like this. Right there looks like an apartment complex, Meadow House Apartments on 4649 Paul Street. And we're at Meadow Street, hence Meadow being the name of the apartments. 1700 Meadow to my right, 1600 Meadow to my left. There's a do not enter in front of us, so we're gonna go right here. We're gonna have to go under the L here, even though I didn't really want to focus under the L, but we have to. 1600 Meadow. We're gonna make a right on Frankfurt Avenue. We had a library on my left-hand side. Free Library Philadelphia, the Frankfurt branch. On my right-hand side, you'll see some pink, they're like, I don't know how I can describe them. It's almost like that grass that you step on. It's like fabric. There you go. Like, you know when you go to Home Depot, there's like the sharp match, the mats that go on the front of your door. Well, it looks like that type of fabric. It looks more like a rug, to be honest, but it's pink. They designed that whole lot. We're at Oxford Ave. We got bus stops right here on my left. I'm gonna make a left right here. There's no turns. Sheesh Louise. How about I still want to make a turn? Let me make this little turn right here because we're doing a tour. And I'm trying to do some, you know, some type of uniformity here. Donuts Queen on my left. Happy Garden on my left. We had a bank on my right. 24 hours on my left. Oxford Mini Market. We got police right here on my left-hand side. He would have loved that illegal turn that I just made. We got a couple police right here on my left-hand side. Can I show you guys what they're up to? Because they'll end up getting mad if I turn left knowing that they're blocking the street. But let me turn left. I'm gonna take the risk for y'all. I'm gonna take the risk. But they're blocking the street, like literally, like I'm gonna have to make a U-turn or like reverse. I'm gonna make this left and pretend like I didn't see them. Cause what if we gotta go here? What if we live here? What if it's an emergency? Yeah, so y'all can see maybe they're responding to a call, some type of crime, some type of problem, some type of domestic case. There's not two cops here for no reason, so we'll figure it out shortly. It's either that or they'll get out and say, you know, they'll flag me and say you gotta leave. And if I gotta leave, then I'll leave. They might not even be in the vehicle. I think that's the case. I don't think they're in the vehicle. Yeah, I think they're probably inside. They're probably dealing with some type of dispute. All right, so I'm gonna make this reverse U-turn like I said I was gonna have to make, but it's cool. I just wanted y'all to like see what I saw. They'd be like, no, Toon, there was no cops there. Why are you lying? Why are you over-exaggerating? There was cops there. I'm just not sure what they was up to. All right, we got Tnt Auto Service on my right. It's a tire shop. We're at Folk Rod and Oxford Ave. My mom used to live right up the block. We'll probably eventually pass where my mom used to live at. I'm gonna make this. Can I make this left-hand turn here? Nope. It goes right. I can make this right. You want me to make this right? I'm gonna make this right. Let's make this right here. Boom. We just made this right, and that was cool. You can make a right on red. As long as there's no sign that says no turn on red, then you're good to go, mate. And we're on Folk Rod and Griskam. We got Yummy Asian restaurant on my right-hand side. And an old barbershop on my left-hand side. Y'all see the train up top? Yeah, that's the Market Frankfurt line. You'll get to Northeast, which is the Frankfurt Terminal, to, I believe, 69th Street, which would be like West Philly. I don't know how far the Blue Line travels. I've never been to the top of the Blue Line. But yeah, I know it goes to West Philly. Fred Income Tax Service on my right-hand side. This gentleman in front of me has two masks. Not one, but two masks. He's extra safe and secure. While the dude crossing the street has no mask. So, no, I think he does have a mask around his neck. But he got it around his neck, maybe because he's hot. I don't blame him because, you know, you walk, depending on how far you walk, the mask can make you sweat. So, there's no point on rocking a mask if you're going to be sweating. All right, we're on Folk Ride. Whoa, dude, you're not even going to stop. I saw that coming. You wasn't stopping. I saw he was driving fast. That Mercedes, Sugar and Spice on my left-hand side. It's a grocery store. He was out. See a young bicyclist on a 20-inch BMX bike. Passing Salem. This corner right here, I think it was troubled at one point. They got the police cameras right up top. Like, it's a CCTV camera, a surveillance camera, but it's issued by the police department of Philadelphia. There was a youngster that got shot in this neighborhood. I forgot how old he was, but a child was killed in this neighborhood. We're on Folk Ride and Dara. We got a fire station on my right-hand side. I think engine 14 and 15. Engine ladder. We got Victory Assembly on my right-hand side. It's like a church. Canon Church of God on my right-hand side. That's another church. We got some factories, some warehouses, some garages. Abandoned building on my left. We got the 4800 block of Duffield on my left. 4700 block of Duffield on my right. Folk Ride and Duffield. Look at this Kia right here. It's spray painted up. Check out this Kia right here. Optima. Look, they spray painted it all up. And they busted the windows. Look at the windows. Look at the mirror. So that vehicle was vandalized. I don't know what that person did, but it was definitely vandalized. Yeah, all over it was beat up and painted. And look at this Monte Carlo, this SS right here on my left-hand side. Wow, that's nice. I like it. Here you got the cow hood too. We're at Hawthorne and Folk Ride. Now the shot of me driving away from the sun right here, traveling eastbound, is a lot better because it highlights the street that I'm driving on. So y'all can see the buildings, you know, because it's casting a light to the buildings. We got Espejo Food Market right here on my left. I'm gonna cross this block right here because we got the projects right in front of us. Like it's on, what's that, Tacawana? Some projects up there, apartment complex and all that stuff. Figure there might be some activity, people hanging out here. On my left hand side, there's a sign that reads, "Do you know your heritage?" We got the Whitehall Apartments in front of us. That's that little apartment complex I was talking about. We're on Folk Ride and Tacawana. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn on Tacawana. So you see on my left and on my right, these are the apartments, and there's like little communities behind the apartments. So they got their own benches, they get their own playground, they get their own like rear parking area. This is the street side parking, but they do have a rear area too. I can go all the way around. We're on Margaret and Tacawana. Margaret's gonna shoot me right. Maybe I can just go all the way around and show you guys. Because if I go right, you'll probably see a lot of the sun. If I continue to go left, we can go around the projects while also seeing a little bit more of Frankfurt. Now these are all blocks that I've covered before. I've covered them before, but it just happened to coincidentally make my top 10 list. I'm trying to finish off the top 10 list since it's warmer. I took a little break for the winter season because it was cold out and there wasn't gonna be many people out, and I was gonna hear a repetition of how is this neighborhood dangerous and there's nobody out. Well, because it's 15 degrees outside. People might be gangster, but they don't want to be outside in the cold. Wilmot and Dittman, I'm gonna make this left on Dittman Street. At Margaret and Dittman. I'm gonna go straight. We got Billy Gambrell Recreation Center on my left, home of the Frankfurt Chargers. There's a football field on my left-hand side. In this neighborhood, there's also a skate park. So if you're into like skateboarding, rollerblading, things of that nature, there's a skate park here. I used to come up here when I was a kid because we were never blessed to have a skate park in North Philly until recently, until like within the last decade. I think they literally just made one, and it ain't even in true North Philly. It's on the east side. It's on in East Kensington, right on the border of Trenton, right there on Trenton, from the border of Old Richmond and East Kensington. Yeah, pretty much on the east side, not in like the north side, but yeah. This Accord got Lincoln rims. Didn't we just see that? It's the Accord with Lincoln rims. I could have swore that Accord right there had the same Lincoln rims that the Acura that we saw in the beginning of the video. It was the Acura TSX or I think it was a TSX. They had the same identical Lincoln rims, but they're from a Lincoln. But they're 20-inch stock rims, and you know, people like them, so they put them on Hondas and all other cars, Acuras and stuff. We're passing Glennock Street, Jackson. We got 5,000 block of Jackson on my right. We're at Wakeling and Jackson. My mom used to actually live here on the next block. On like, I'm gonna make this left here on Harrison. Make this left right here. But my mom used to live right up the block on Cottage and Wakeling. Yeah, my mom lived in a bunch of neighborhoods. I think if y'all been with me for a long time, y'all know how many houses I passed that I say my mom used to live there. My mom used to live there. She didn't raise me, so if you're a brand new viewer, I didn't grow up with my mom, but I grew up with my pop. Keep the Faith Ministries on my right-hand side. Somebody beeping behind me because I wanted to read a sign. Passing Cottage, Harrison, and Valley. We got a mini mart right here. Passing Tacoma. Passing Charles Street. It's only going to be a matter of seconds before the person behind me beeps once again. We're at Mulberry. Harrison and Mulberry. We got some youngsters rolling dice on my right hand side. Hawthorne Street. I'm gonna frustrate the driver behind me because I'm driving so slow. I'm doing like 7-8 miles an hour. But yeah, story of life. Passing Schobert Funeral Home parking lot on my left. We're at Duffield and Harrison. I'm about to just let this driver go by. Go ahead, you wanna go by? Go by. Yeah, he's in a rush in his Jeep. We got Schobert Funeral Home on my right hand side. We got this big building on my left hand side. You see it? It's a huge little cube. It's abandoned. It looks like they might be renovating it soon. We got Dara since 60. What? Nah, that's the 100. I'm about to say this is the 1600s. What? We got Harrison corner store on my right hand side. Look at these houses on my left, 2-story. Look at these houses on my right, 3-story with porches and all that stuff. On my left, we got a church. This is actually the 100 block that the shooting at the SEPTA bus happened. The driver didn't get shot, but he was driving his SEPTA bus and they started shooting right at his SEPTA bus. Now, you'll see people that know the Frankfurt neighborhood and they'll say, yes, it's a bad neighborhood. Every night there's always shootings. There's always something happening. So, I guess, you know, it varies from personal experience to personal experience. New China. I used to walk up here when I was a kid from like, you know, from what, like Lehigh up to here to Margaret Orthodox, to a pet shop that was over here. I used to walk up here and then walk back down. Yep. True story. But you know, when you're a kid, you don't see no harm in things. You don't see no evil. Got a hospital on my right hand side. I think that was Frankfurt Hospital now. I think it's Jefferson, right? I think so. Yeah, Jefferson Frankfurt Hospital. Harrison and Griskam, that's the intersection we're on right now. When you cross over here, the houses get a little bit nicer looking. The houses on this side, this would be the west side of the Frankfurt tracks. Remember? Those the blue line train tracks. Harrison. We got Penn and Harrison. Penn Street to my right. And these houses over here look a little bit more fuller, a little bit bigger. think Leaper, 4800 block of Leaper. Got High Road program on my right. I think that's Frankfurt High School. My mom used to live right here on my left hand side, and my 2 or 3 of my siblings used to go to the school on my right hand side. So they literally lived right across the street from the school. I'm letting this car go by because he's flooring it. I don't get it. He's just racing me to the next stop sign. Yeah, my mom lived right here on my left hand side before, and I used to come and visit, you know. And think about this. I used to come and visit. I was like 17, 18, whatever. I used to come and visit, and I didn't really like sleeping over when I got older. When I was younger, it was easier when I was 11, 10, 11, 12 to sleep over. But, you know, when I got older, I didn't really enjoy it, so I used to leave. We're at Oakland and Harrison, and you got a dude on the right-hand side mowing. And I remember on a few occasions leaving like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, and the train didn't run. You know, train stopped running at I think like 12 or like 1. So I will walk home from here, straight down, you know, north side, around Lehigh area, past Kensington and Allegheny and all that, and like in the middle of the night, like just by myself, we'll just walk. Horrocks and Harrison. And let's get clear on dates here. I was 18, 19. I was what, 18 in 2006, because I was born in 88. So I was 18 in 2006, 19. So we're talking about like 06, 07, you know. Island Grove. Let's make this right on Island Grove Street so y'all can see this block. I took y'all through this block before, but let's see it once more. It's a pothole right here. Let me be careful. It's a red brick street. As you can see, this is a nicer block. This block doesn't look like the rest of Frankfurt. Behind me is a nicer block too. I could have just went behind me and showed y'all that too, but you know, these houses, they look better kept, well kept. I guess because it's right next to the school. I don't know if that makes a difference, but they're bigger too. They got the A-tops, side walkways, raised lawns, open porches, closed porches, shingles. Some of the front, the facade is made with shingle. They got shutters. Some of them got shutters, not all of them. They're not functioning, make note. They're just for show. It says, welcome to Fawn. Oakland Street. I'm gonna make this left-hand turn on Oakland. I could have went right. There's a couple other blocks over there, but it's cool. We're not gonna get to the whole entire Frankfurt neighborhood today, but you know, I just do my best within an hour to show you as much as I can within the hour. I'm gonna make this right on Wakeling, or y'all want me to go up one more block? Because this is a little nicer area. Yeah, let me go up one more block, push to my left 2 blocks, and then come down Wakeling. There's police on my right though. Just so y'all, you know, because they're like, but Toon, show me some of the nice Frankfurt. This side is strange, but the western side of Frankfurt is nice. Look at that EF on my right hand side. It got like 20-inch stock rims. Those stock rims are from what looks to be like a Honda Pilot, like a 2020 Honda Pilot 2021. That's a 4-door 1988 through 1991 Civic sedan. Those rims actually don't come with it, but that's the craze nowadays. That's the trend. He's over there shining up his wheels. They take stock wheels, and then man, he's shining the undercarriage and everything. That boy is serious. Let's make this left on Hallworth. Look at these houses on my left. You see, this block's a little nicer than the last dozen or 2 blocks that we went through. Somebody over here pushing a motorcycle to the street. What is it, like a Grom clone? I think it's like a Grom clone. It's like a fake Grom made by a Chinese manufacturer, which is probably not as reliable. I'm gonna go straight another block, and then I'm gonna push left, and then I'll push left again. Go ahead. Don't get mad at me, lady. Like, I was letting you go to regardless. She looked like she was trying to give me like the stink eye, like she was double looking, like she was about to try to chump me. Come on, man. Look at you, was mad just to park. Like, I was gonna let you go. Like, regardless, I was gonna let you go. I'm driving turtle speed right now. Look at the clouds. Clouds look nice, right? It's a nice contrast. There's a school on my right-hand side. Feel free to name that school. Oh, look at the little squirrel. Let me roll down the window and tell the squirrel to subscribe. Yeah, I just had to tell him to ask his squirrel neighbors, cousins, friends, aunts, sisters, brothers, his neighbor's pet fish to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Next time I come through, I told him that I'll toss him a nut. So he said, good looking, and he gonna hold me to my word. I wish squirrels were that cool. Like, they weren't, like, you know, scared of human beings. Like, you can just call them, they come up. I know some people can do it. I've seen it in real life. I've saw an old man call squirrels, and, you know. Should I show y'all this little memorial on my right? Yeah, let me go straight, bust a right, and then bust right in. Because I shot a music video right here on this block of Wakeling and Large. We're on Wakeling and Large. There's a little memorial, like a war memorial right here. And it looks cool. I figured I'd show y'all. Might as well. We right here. Passing Island Grove. And this area, as you can see, right off the back, it looks a lot cooler than the other area. We got Harrison Grocery on my left, and we're going to make this right on Harrison. Make note that the Frankfurt neighborhood is also borderline of Juniata, which would be Feltonville, and they have the graffiti res. It's called the res, the reservoir, where a lot of graffiti artists go and paint. It's borderline of Frankfurt and Juniata. Let's make this right-hand turn on Rutland, Harrison and Rutland. Oh, this Toyota Corolla was about to pull out of nowhere, dude. You about to go, dude. Woo. Let's make this right-hand turn on Island Grove, on Rutland and Island Grove. Oh, we can't. Let's go to the next block. Actually, we could have, I believe. And then the next block is the one with the memorial anyway. So good thing I didn't turn. We're at Wakeling. Left-hand side, you see that's the little memorial. A people's tribute to those who served in the World War. So there's a couple plaques there with a bunch of names. Yeah. We're at Large and Wakeling. Crossing over Large, still traveling eastbound on Wakeling. Look at these houses on my left and look at these houses on my right. That's crazy because it's 2-3 blocks away from, you know, the madness, per se. McLaughlin, Supreme Court, Judge Maria McLaughlin. Yo, Judge Maria McLaughlin. Were they laughing at you when you were a kid growing up because of your name? Get it? McLaughlin, like, or McLaughlin. It could be McLaughlin, but it looks like laugh. Wakeling and Horrocks. We're gonna keep driving up Wakeling. See, this is a lot nicer areas. It's a little bit cleaner. There's still people hanging out. Look on my left, we got some youngsters, but it's not fully warm enough to like see abundance. But then again, I think even on the hot days, you won't see a full abundance unless there's a block party or something going on. You know, there's gonna be people, even if it's hot, there's gonna be people inside that want to be in the air conditioner. You know, there's not gonna be everybody out at every given time of the day. There's gonna be a bunch of people out in abundance. All right, we're at Wakeling and Oxford Ave. On my right hand side, you see the stylization of that building on the corner. Look on my left hand side, look at that building. It has like that Swedish Switzerland style. It got the smoke stack, the little smoke chimney stack made out of those big stones. Look at the yard wall, the fencing. It's like a cement wall with bars coming out of it. Look on my left hand side as we pass it. Look. And there's a Porsche parked right next to it, so I wonder if that's his house. See this little Porsche, the Panorama? Or Panamera? I think I said Panamera, whatever it's called. Damn, he had like 8-9 cars inside of private property. Sheesh. Passing Wakeling and Saul. houses on my right. There's people sitting on the porch. So remember when I was telling you, like, in the beginning of the tour, that even if people do come outside, like, if they got a porch, they're gonna sit on the porch. If they got steps, they're gonna sit on the steps. This isn't really one of those neighborhoods where you see, like, groups of people at the corner. You know, you might see it going more that way, more towards the projects. We're at Penn and Wakeling. You might see, especially more towards Frankfurt Terminal on my left-hand side. Like, I don't know if we're gonna have enough time to reach the actual terminal, but like next to Brill Street, well, on Brill Street is where the guy had the shootout and killed a cop, like a 20-something year vet, and he shot the cop. They were serving a warrant. Griskam, we're at Griskam and Wakeling. They were serving a warrant, and long story short, cop got shot. SWAT cop, passing Jefferson Health. I don't know how that was possible, because don't they have vests and everything, unless he got shot in the neck. We're passing Frankfurt. We got Eye Associates on my left-hand side. Yeah, unless and we got a car behind me, so I'm sorry if I seem, I'm only doing 19 miles an hour, but this Hyundai behind me, it's always the Hyundais, like the Kias, like those, you know what I mean? They're always behind me. Wakeling and Dara. I'm gonna go up like another 2-3 blocks, just so I can really show y'all where the terminal is at. Yeah, but as you can see, look it, there's nobody really out. It is currently 6:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and yeah, it's not really many people out. Wakeling and Duffield. I'm gonna make this left right here on Duffield. We got Celine Supermarket on my right hand side. Look, we got a couple people out right here buying some ice cream. At least this ice cream truck driver was courteous enough to move to the right so people can go around him. Passing Hawthorne. Not everybody is that courteous. This car just jumped straight into it, even though it's our right away. And then not only did they jump straight into it, they're just gonna stop right here. The other car squeezed right through. Go ahead, bro. You can go right through. Go right through, bro. You got the space. If you wasn't gonna go through, you should have let me go through, cause I would have went right through that joint. Yeah, like he's over there like contemplating his whole future. Yeah, you got it, bro. The car before you clearly went through, so we might as well go. Yeah, I wasn't rushing the ice cream truck. I was rushing the dude who jumped right in front of me. We got a house for sale on my right hand side, 5045 Duffield Street, Dyer and Duffield. We got some people on the porch on my right and some people on the porch on my left. You see them? They're sitting on their porch. That's what porches are made for. It's like your little personal space. Look, there's more people right here on my right, and they're grilling. A porch on my right, and they're grilling. They're having a cookout on my right hand side. Look at it. I don't know if y'all can see because cars be blocking stuff. But yeah, and normally I don't rush people, but the way that he just jumped in front of me, you know, you're gonna jump in front of me, you might as well do the whole 9 and go through it. Don't jump in front of me and just halt me back, just stop me. You know what I mean? Sometimes I have logic to my madness, because I don't mind letting people by. Like if he would have like yielded and made a complete stop, I would have probably let him by, like on the strength, you know? We're at Dara and Dyer Street. But if I knew that he was gonna hold me up by second, then yeah, I mean it's hard. Yo, there's another cookout on my left. Fire, you see it? Yo, everybody cooking up. I'm about to cut. We about to cut this video. I'm about to go cook out. Yo, I'm hating. I should have bought some charcoal, man. What am I doing? I'm slacking. Tune, you slacking. Say it. Tune, you slacking. But how would I have been able to bring y'all this footage? I'm not slacking that much. Best behavioral health care. We're at Dyer and Frankfurt Ave. We got Adha Binta. Go ahead, ma'am. You didn't look left. You just on your phone. Look, she on her phone. Now she look left. She looked left when she's in the middle of the street. Yo, she looked like she was a cosmetologist or something because she had like an apron. Either that or she just came out of a supermarket gig. Look at this building right here in the corner. You see the cone top? It looks like the Switzerland design. We're at Dyer and Griskam. Yeah, it looks like the Swiss design. These houses on my left are big. That block. There's a couple homies chilling out there too, but I'll make this right on Penn and Dyer. We could have kept going straight, which would still be Frankfurt, but I'm gonna take y'all right here to where the terminal is at. You'll notice there's gonna be a bunch of buses. This is where the Market Frankfurt Blue Line train leaves you at. So if you get on the train in West Philly, like 52nd and Market, it'll leave you here if you take it all the way to the end. This is the northeast. Then you can catch a bus and go somewhere else. I'm gonna make this right at Pratt. Dude, pay attention. Like, he was just staring down at his phone and he was about to walk right into traffic. No, that must have been a good text. Somebody must have been sending him nudes. Say no. We're passing Griskam. We got Family Dentistry on my right. We got Jackson Hewitt, a hair spot. We got Frankfurt Convenience Store on my right. A couple homies was chilling out there in front of the convenience store. Checks, check cash, tasty donuts. On my left is the terminal. There's been a lot of disputes, dilemmas, fights, and things here at the terminal. There's always something at the terminal. Something's always popping off at the terminal. Passing Pratt on my right. I think that used to be a supermarket, right? Yeah, it used to be a supermarket. Somebody else probably knows what it used to be before the supermarket. Stationary beauty supply, Lowe's restaurant on my left. LOS, not Lowe's, like the Lowe's hardware and, you know, whatever, home goods store. Lowe's, you know what I mean? Like a Home Depot. Anyway, it was LO, like an Asian name. His name must have been Low. We got AAA laundromat on my right. We got a house that's abandoned on my left. Two houses that's abandoned on my left. We got a bunch of garages on my right. There's some rinky-dink garages. But there's still a garage, nonetheless. I downplayed them. I don't even have a rinky-dink garage. I wish I would have had a rinky-dink garage. So I don't want to hurt no feelings. They make two, but that was my rinky-dink garage that you just passed. My bad. I see another grill. Yo, if there's people sitting on these steps. If I see another grill, oh, there was a whole squad of kids playing ball here. What's up? Let's go through the block so y'all can see the squad of kids playing ball. Basketball. We're on Bridge and Duffield. Can we go left? Can we? No, we cannot go left. Go ahead, buddy. You're more than welcome to cross. Stephanie Mini Market on my right. Passing Bridge, 1700 block of Bridge on my right. Oh, man, we can't go left. We would have to go all the way around to see those youngsters playing basketball. Alrighty then. And there's a no outlet right here. Dang it, everything is pushing me to the right. The homie right here is shining his tires. Yeah, shot us right. Even though I didn't want to go right, it shot us right. Alright, we're at Hawthorne. 5300 block of Hawthorne. I'm gonna let the dude cross the street with his child. I'm gonna make a right-hand turn. I'm gonna give him the right of way though. Pedestrians always have the right of way, never forget that. We're now approaching Scattergood Street. Scattergood. I'm gonna keep it going straight though. We got police right here on my left-hand side stationed. See them? Bridge and Hawthorne. We got Bridge Mini Market in on my right. We got Fu Kwai Inn, a Chinese restaurant in front of us. We got another group of kids playing ball in front of us. Completely separate group of kids. This isn't the first group that I was talking about. This is a whole separate group. Got a car right here double parked. The street's wide enough where if you double park, at least you're not blocking people. You know what I mean? Can I go right? Yeah, I think I can go right here. We're at Pratt, Duffield, and Pratt. Past those garages. Remember those garages right here on my left? I'll probably take this straight to Frankfurt and then we'll make a right and make another right again. But there was that little block that I wanted to show y'all with all the kids playing ball. I'm gonna probably, can I make it right here? No, this is a one way. So I ain't got no choice. I gotta go straight. Alright, so I'm gonna go straight. Oh, Thriftway. That was the supermarket right here on my left. It says Thriftway. But wasn't it something before Thriftway? I don't know. Only the OG, the triple OG residents gonna know what that was back in the 40s and 50s. I won't. Believe it or not, as hard as it may be to imagine, especially for the younger lifelong residents of Philly, like myself, there wasn't always a blue line train here. They made that. When did they make that, y'all? For the older residents, did they make this Market Frankfurt stuff in like what? The Market Frankfurt line in like what? This is the Frankfurt Transportation Center on my left. Did they make it what in like the 1940s, 50s, 60s? When did they make this train, the above ground train? 1600 block of granite. Go ahead, buddy. You are more than welcome to go. Pedestrians first. Alright, this is the little block. I think they had the kids out on the corner playing ball. Just so I can let y'all see something refreshing. Kids outdoors, you know, during tough times. It's the springtime. It's not the warmest weather, but it's relatively nice out. Like, I'm in a t-shirt. Like, this is cool for me. It's ideal weather. As long as you're not on a motorcycle or anything. But once you get on a motorcycle, this kind of sucks. Because it's still kind of chilly. Alright, the people in front of us look like they were having trouble parking. Come on, you gotta park. Park. We got a couple homies on my right hanging out. Got a couple kids in the street playing ball. This is a little group that I said that we went by that was playing basketball. Go ahead, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all get y'all little game on. Go ahead. You wanna do your pass? You wanna do your pass? Go ahead, slam dunk it. Go ahead. I'm gonna let them. Can you make it? You'd airballed it, bro. Go ahead, y'all got one more shot. Ooh, he stole it. Shoot it. Go ahead. Assist. He made it. He made it. That's what's up. That was a little teamwork session right there, right? I didn't want to rush them. I just wanted to see them, you know, see life in its natural form. One day those kids will be in their 40s, 50s. They might see this footage and they might appreciate it. I wish I had footage when I was, you know, 5, 6, 7 playing with my friends, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, I got a few like VHS tapes and stuff, but yeah, I don't have enough to remember my childhood. It sucks. I mean, I remember a good portion of it. We got some slingshots on my left. You see them, Lincoln? Passing Lesher. I'm not a real big fan of the slingshot, but hey, if somebody gave me one for free, then it'd be cool. If I can buy one for 2-3 grand, then hey, why not? But I think brand new from the dealer, what are they, like 21 grand or something? 22, 24 grand? About the price of a car. And then they go and they trick them out. I don't know. I don't own one, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. A Polaris slingshot. On my left hand side, we got Church's chicken. I always called it Church's chicken. Since I was a kid, it was Church's chicken. But it's actually Church's with an S, like Churcher, like not Churcher. Like Churches. You know, like churches. Just say church and then put a tss. Churches. Churchies. But anyway, yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Churchies. When I was a kid, I used to go to the one on Lehigh, and there was always bugs on the windowsill. Like all types of like gnats, bugs, all dead. Like, mind you, all dead. Different sizes. We're on Bustleton Ave. We're gonna make this right here on Frankfurt Ave. That was Bustleton and Frankfurt. We got Walgreens on my right. We got a cemetery on my left. Cedar Hill Cemetery. If you keep on going straight on my left hand side, you'll get to the Roosevelt Boulevard. We got Collins cars on my right hand side. Looks like an abandoned car auto lot. I had a buddy who his brother lives right here on this block. I used to come here too. Making right on Brill. But this is the block where that officer got shot. On my left hand side, it was one of these houses where they were serving a warrant and the officer went in and I think the dude shot through the door or something and killed the officer. Yeah, the vet. Yep, that was on the news and everything. You could look it up. It was on this block in this neighborhood in Frankfurt. So I'm sure that officer being killed contributed to the crime stats of this neighborhood. All right, we're on the 5300 block of Darrow on my right hand side. I think if I go straight, it's gonna be where we already went down. So I'm gonna make this right here on Darrow, the 5300 block. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Unfortunately, we have reached our 1 hour mark. I'm sorry, but that is it for today's tour. I try to keep these tours at 1 hour. We didn't cover the whole Frankfurt neighborhood, but I showed you a little bit of the Frankfurt neighborhood. With that being said, thank you all for watching. I appreciate everyone's support, kind words. Make sure to comment in the comment section. Every comment really helps this channel grow. So if you want to help this channel, feel free to leave a comment. That's the best way to help the channel grow. You can hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on your notification bell. If your notification bell isn't on, click the bell next to the name Tnt 215. There's a bell icon. Click the icon. Then you'll see two little brackets go around the icon. Then a little drop-down menu will pop up, and select all, so you can receive all notifications. Every time I drop a video, a post, or anything, you'll get notified. And you know, if you want to engage with it, that'll be really, really cool. This is your homeboy Tune. Remember, sharing is caring. So share this video with a friend and or family member via social networking and or text, email, write it on a letter, mail it to them, write it on a napkin, knock on somebody's door, play knock knock, zoom zoom. They come outside, they see the napkin. But yeah, it's Tune, Mr. Tune Dollars, Tune Ski, Tune 215, Tunism, Bad Tune, Super Tune, Tuner, Tunage, Tune Ski, Tunicalifragilistic expialidocious. Yeah, it's all of that. It's that deep. Mr. Tune is tuning out.